Hey, I guess some people might be wondering why I've made this YouTube channel, why I'm posting really beginner videos up here. And there's a very good reason for that. When you go and look at Lord's mobile YouTube videos, 9 times out of 10, you're looking at titans, you're looking at the really big spenders, the guys that are doing Baron, the guys that are zeroing titans, and the whole shebang. And you get Rockefeller and you get the other fella, right? And for a lot of us, playing the game is kind of a matter of getting by. A lot of us are free to play, and that does affect how we will play and what we can expect from the game. To begin with, we really cannot expect to be powers in the game. Not with people spending thousands of dollars on buying the wherewithal, the gear, and the heroes, and all the buffs that give them, up to 600, 800% attack. That's very, very difficult to stand against unless you've got a lot of troops. And if you've got a lot of troops, you also stand in a position where one mistake is going to see you really, really badly screwed up, taking months or even years to recover unless you then begin to spend. So I do respect free-to-players, but I love pay-to-players. Pay players, they are having a lot of the fun. We tend to look up to them because they're the mighty ones. They're the ones that can just take up, can solo castles with millions of troops in. They can go into WoW and take over those buildings and not care that they're losing hundreds of thousands of troops, tier 4 sometimes. When you are playing on a low budget or when you are free to play, you are going to fight quite sporadically. So you need to expect that every time you fight, you're going to lose troops, you're going to lose resources. If you do it a lot, you're going to go backwards, you're not going to go forwards. So, it's maybe not exciting. It's not the kind of thing that makes for really exciting watching, where you've got multiple class castles porting in and wiping out beautiful accounts. I actually find that painful to watch. But yeah, I get that it is, in a certain sense, what the game is about if you're going to take it to the top level. I often compare this to the difference between a pro athlete and an amateur athlete. If you're a pro athlete, you're spending a lot of money on your training, you're spending a lot of money on your gear, and you're gonna make it all the way up to the top. An amateur athlete's there to have fun, and it is possible to have fun in Lord's Mobile free to play. However, that also depends to a large extent how you define fun. If your definition of fun is like I'm going to come out on top, I'm going to be one of the top players, ain't going to happen. Not even if you are spending moderately. And moderate, of course, is relative. But yeah, you're not going to be another Avetrix or another Worthy Prince or whatever. And I just figured there needs to be a video series for people like us. Whether anybody will ever watch it, I honestly don't know. But I'm hoping that it will help. If it helps 1 or 2 players, that's great. I remember how lost I was when I first started this game. Look at my sanctuary; it's a disgrace. I was so lost when I first started playing this game. Still sometimes inclined to feel a little bit lost. Oh, I really got my bum kicked last KVK. So, quite a lot of the time we're looking scary rather than actually being scary. Fighting, losing a lot of troops, and then spending months recovering. But there's a lot more to the game than just that. And I do think that it is possible to have fun in Lord's Mobile free to play. And I hope that this video series will be of help.